Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay. Here as we get into it, we have a Night Elf vs Human matchup on the map Last Refuge. Hopefully the sound isn't too loud. I turned it down. This is like the one day that volume mixer is not opening for me, so yeah, hopefully my voice is louder than the sound effect and the sound effect's not that loud. I mean, with pings I can't really do too much, but yeah, if you have noticed, I have added W3 booster onto the overlay. I have changed the positionings a little bit, just so it could accommodate with my own overlay, even though my overlay right now is placeholder. It's been placeholder for like a couple of years now. Yeah, I just can't get myself to just sit down and like make a new one, but yeah, hopefully audio is not that bad. I really hate doing audio levels and stuff, but hopefully I got this right, because last time the game was really loud. So yeah, Moon spawning in as the red Night Elf on the bottom left here. He'll be starting out with the Keeper. Chaemiko spawning in as the blue human on the top right. He is gonna go for the Mannequin start. So yeah, other than that, not much else to say. Last matchup was 94, which is like a year or two ago. That game had like a Beastmaster in it with his ultimate, which it's always fun to see. But yeah, other than that, I don't exactly remember too much about it. It's been a while since I've casted a game for Moon, so why not? And of course, just testing this out, testing the W3 booster thing out here. Like for a long time actually, ever since Back to Warcraft started using their own tracker, they said like they won't give it out to the public for
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Reasons, I think. I don't exactly remember the reason. So I stopped looking for one, but then like I saw Crota using one, which looked pretty good, and after a couple of searching, I finally found it, and so here it is. Let's see how it works out. The number is on the corners here. Shows the levels, so that's kind of nice. I don't have to guesstimate every time with the experience bar. And yeah, we see which points they put into their abilities, which is really nice, because most often than not, players like holding their ability points, especially for their second level. As you can see here, Mannequin at level 2 sitting on his second point, whether or not he wants to go for a bash or if he wants to go for a thunderclap. Probably gonna go for a thunderclap. It's been so long since I've seen Mannequin go for bash second, so like there's that. Although I guess the Mannequin did get, I'm pretty sure he got a cooldown nerf on his thunderclap by about a second or so, just like the War Stomp from the Turn Chieftain. Keeper, on the other hand, he lost his invuln for the first couple of seconds during his Tranquility channel. Other than that, I don't exactly remember all too much about the race-specific balance changes, so there's that. So yeah, on for it. Expansion early on for Moon. He is also going to be taking very quickly as well, so he's kind of overtaken his opponent right now, who Chaemiko. I guess he put the resources into his mercenaries rather than focusing on a fast expanding and fast teching. I guess that is the benefit of going Keeper of the Grove, just because you have access to those treants. But then again, humans also have access to the Archmage, which could lead into elementals, but yeah, Archmage not really good into Night Elf matchups later on, because Dryads have access to Abolish Magic, and then that's just free experience for the Night Elf player, so yeah, Mannequin's start is an interesting one. He got himself 2 rings, as well as Scourge Bone Chimes and Sentry Wards. Chaemiko placed one down next to the Tavern, meanwhile Moon placed one down next to the Expansion. So yeah, slightly different informations these guys will be getting, but we have another Sentry Ward being placed down here. I believe it's out of range. Yeah, it's out of range of this sentry ward, so they won't be able to see each other. Keeper running around here. He does have another sentry ward available. He also has Circlet, Ring, and TB Staff, Cloak of Shadows. Archers are moving around here as they would go with the other sentry ward for
Your
Moon.
building is complete.
TB Staff is going to get channeled here. Mountain King could have definitely stopped it with the Stormbolt, but he is just going to let that go. Or maybe he just didn't see it because of night vision. Chaemiko is going to lose a footman here as Keeper and his treants are going to try and go after these peasants. Chaemiko is going to come in to try and defend here.
Have engaged the enemy.
Will Chaemiko lose any of those peasants? He might be able to. No, it seems like the treants is going to go straight after the Mountain King instead. I'm not sure if that was an attack move or if it was just because the peasants went at the gold mine. They lost targeting AI.
Our
but
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, peasants are going to live because I'm going to assume we had a Stormbolt onto the Keeper. I'm not sure whether or not he was Shadow Melded or not, but damn, I can't believe I missed that. Archer's sitting over here as well. This is Moose. Oh, never mind, we're gonna have a reveal coming from Chaemiko, so I guess he saw his opponent Shadow Melding his archers here as well. I don't know, that was a pretty good scan from Chaemiko, able to take down half of those archers. Brewmaster comes out as the second hero here for Moon. You can see Breath of Fire as the first ability. Honestly, Breath of Fire, it's really feasible, like, which ones you could take first, because Netease is also just... The utility is pretty, like, it's pretty noticeable, to be honest, but Breath of Fire, I guess you just lost that little bit of extra damage there. Level 1's not something you should really worry about, to be honest. But once you start adding those Breath of Fires up, I guess it will be able to kill some units, I guess. Anyway, Mountain King gonna pick up a couple items here. It's gonna sell one of those rings for an invuln as well as a scroll of healing. Seems like the scroll might be used right now. There we go. As the panda is a bit in danger. Does go down to half HP. The Ogre Magi is still alive here, I think. Chaemiko's just trying to do his best to secure that kill. And he's gonna TP scroll back home, it seems, as another Breath of Fire is gonna claim a footman. Greater Healing Potion gets picked up. The healing potions didn't get touched, thankfully. But the mana potions definitely were a little too gold efficient, I guess. Mass Dryads here for Moon, as he is just double Ancient of Luring. Also going to tier 3, so we could be seeing either Mountain Giants or Bears come out. It's honestly very hard to tell whether or not a Night Elf player is going to go with Bears or Mountain Giants, because, like, honestly you would assume that the Mountain Giant's just superior over the Druid of Claw, but, like, yeah, recently Bears have been coming back a little bit. Either way, big fight coming down here. 57 versus 41, 38 for Chaemiko is going to bring over a couple of militia, however, so that is going to skew the numbers a little bit, but I guess Moon also has access to his treants. Thunderclap's going to come down, only going to hit those treants, which is... It's nice, but the Dryads are mainly the problem here for coming in from Moon, so Chaemiko is going to be forced to retreat a little bit. A bit problematic, I would say, for Chaemiko to deal with. Archmage coming out second, I'm not entirely sure on that one either. I did say earlier on in the game that Archmage isn't going to find too much late game usage, aside from, I guess, Blizzard, but then again, Blizzard, it doesn't hit Dryads. I guess it could hit Bears and Mountain Giants, but, like, I would probably rather, like, focus on carrying my Mountain King as best as possible. You can see here he's trying his best to try and assassinate the Keeper. Prisoner staff is going to get transferred over to the Panda. Honestly, all Mountain King needs to do is just turn around and go after the Panda now, which is indeed going to be happening. He is going to get dropped down to about 90 HP. Invuln potion from the Mountain King, as I believe the Keeper TB staffed in to transfer a health potion over. But the Panda's going to live with about 30 HP here. The Mountain King, without access to any mana, he's not going to be able to chase down the Panda anytime soon. Moonwells are looking kind of dry, but it's about to hit nighttime very soon, and I believe this is Wellspring, which is it. It is indeed.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah. Scroll of Healing, Invuln, and TB Staff being picked up by the Mountain King here. Expansion once again getting attacked here from Moon, as Chaemiko doesn't have much to actually defend with. He has an Archmage, but it doesn't appear to be... Yeah, it doesn't seem like he has that many actual units. You can see here that the supply is separated between workers and actual military units, so only about 17, so 10 of that is on those heroes, but 7 is... I have absolutely no idea where 7 is. We do have a couple riflemen and footmen, so I guess that's where it is. We are indeed going to have a workshop being placed down as well, so mortar teams are on the way with frag shards being researched. I mean, this is, as well as I guess Arcane Sanctum, this is nice against like pure Dryads, but as you can see, we are hearing a couple of Druid of Claws being added to the army comp here for Moon, so like... Yeah, does Chaemiko have a good frontline to deal with these bears or not? Expansion as well, it seems like it stays unnumbered, because Chaemiko really can't defend this with the units that he currently has. So he's only mined about 3,500 gold from the gold mine here. It's decent. I mean, the base definitely pays for itself, but like, considering the fact that Moon has his own expansion as well, it's a bit problematic. Moon is, of course, suffering from low upkeep, however, so it's definitely not as bad as it could be, but like 67 versus 45, 48, the difference is, it's pretty noticeable, I think.
Research finished. Our warriors have
level 4, level 3 for the Night Elf heroes here, level 4, level 1, level 1 for the humans, as Kali comes out as third and final. I mean, I guess the Archmage could be used for his Brilliant Sword on the spellcasters, but like, honestly, how many spellcasters do you need to actually warrant that the Archmage is a better pick over the Blood Mage? Either way, Archmage has healing wards from, I believe, this merchant camp here. Staff of Sanctuary is also going to get picked up by the Archmage, as well as the Overlord on the top left is going to get taken out. Legion Doomhorn getting picked up here with the Panda. That's pretty good, to be honest. I mean, Dryads very good at hit and run tactics. Adding more move speed to their already above average move speed is like cherry on the top, I would say. Alrighty, Chaemiko sitting at 50 supply here, meanwhile Moon is at 80 supply. Like, yikes, that is kind of scary to deal with. 30 supply difference. A duo of bears, or not bears, a pair of giants are being added to the army comp here, so like Moon? He has a pretty good army comp right now. Bears, Dryads, Giants, I mean, like, it almost dumps on whatever Chaemiko has, which is only rifles, priests, and mortar team. Like, there's no decent frontline to actually keep the bears and giants at bay, so I'm a bit worried about our human player. I mean, he has tier 3, so he should be able to produce a couple of knights, maybe even go for +3/+3 spellbreakers maybe. It's a little weird, but Ogre Lord also being taken down on the bottom right here. Cloak of Flames being picked up by the Mountain King. It's an alright item, I would say. It's just not as impactful as an aura item, I would conclude. But yeah, it's not looking good for Chaemiko. 42 supply versus Moon 73. 60 supply military, 60 supply for military on Moon. Meanwhile, Chaemiko only has 24, so like, ooh, that's a big yikes here.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Chaemiko's gonna produce a couple more units.
Research
he
finished.
really needs some semblance of a front line. Oh dear, he has even gone for an expansion on the bottom right. It has been spotted by Moon, but Moon's just letting his treants go for the kills here on the peasants, which might be a mistake. He is giving his opponent some gold mining time here, so like some difference could be made maybe. Yeah, Moon's still sitting at about 78 here. +2 armor, I believe, is on the way for himself. Yeah, Dryads and Bears and Giants +2/+1. Very close to +2/+2. Meanwhile, only +1/+0 for the Rifles and Mortar teams here. And I don't think we have Priests and Masters training. Nope, they're still at Adepts, so yeah, even the Priests are not as powerful as they could be. Fairy Dragon being added to the mix, so this is a very diverse army comp here. Humans usually known for having a lot more variety in their units choices. Like, Moon right now is like half the roster of the Night Elf units, to be honest. And the Fairy Dragons are just here to mana flare the spellcasters, which, to be fair, isn't that many. Anyway, we're gonna go in on it, as we do have a Thunderclap coming up from the Mountain King, but he is gonna take a whole boatload of damage trying to retreat a little bit. Healing Ward is gonna be utilized to try and negate the damage being dealt by Dryads here. Bears are being split off to try and deal with the expansion, as the Mountain Giants are just keeping the Rifle casters at bay. Another Thunderclap coming down here from the Mountain King. Is kind of out of mana, he needs to be careful about that. Holy Lights from the Paladins and keep him alive as much as possible.
Your building
as the expansion is now gone. And Moon actually hits into high upkeep here, so he could potentially go up to 100. I'm not sure if that is intentional or not. He is at 81 still. Nope, he's gonna jump right up to 89. So he could definitely go for it. This is gonna be the final Moon Wall that will unlock his unlock up to 100 supply cap. Rifle casts mortars here is gonna take down the Agent of Wonder, but still, Moon has a pretty scary army right now. And we are finished at +2/+2, of course.
Our gold
Oh
mine
boy,
is
Flying Machine being added here, as well as a Knight. I'm not sure if 1 or 2 Knights are going to be enough to deal with whatever Moon has, which is a lot. 5 or 6 Bears, 2 Giants,
Your building is complete.
5 or 6 Dryads, as well as level 5 Panda, almost level 5 Keeper. Like, it's pretty scary. Level 5 Panda is nothing to scoff at, especially with these kind of units who are not immune to spell damage. Yeah, that Drunken Haze plus Breath of Fire combo is going to be nasty.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Moon hitting at 95 supply. Is he gonna hit around 100? I don't know. He's sitting on a lot of supply, a lot of gold right now. But we could have the fight coming down here. The Knights are not Animal War trained, no Sunring Blades either. Mountain King is getting taunted up a little bit, as the Bears are going to go straight after the back line. I guess the only line that Chaemiko has. Mountain King dropping down to about half HP here. He does have an invuln just in case. Olet's gonna try and keep him up as much as possible. Chaemiko, 65 supply here. Meanwhile, Moon has 97. There we go with the Drunken Haze combo. As it seems like Chaemiko's just gonna GG out here. Mountaincane's gonna fall. And that is going to be game. The score actually looks pretty close, honestly. Compared to what I initially thought. Slight advantages on pretty much all aspects for Moon. But like, I'm so surprised that it's within 10,000, to be honest. But yeah, that is going to be that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. No ultimate abilities this time around. But yeah, hopefully this is a good debut for the W3 booster tracker. And I will see you guys again next time. Take care.